Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 3 of Breaking Manchester City. Here we are, end of season 6. Who is the new Man City manager? I'm going to guess at, why not, Rafa Benitez. Why not? And they finished 7th. If it's Rafa Benitez, I didn't cheat. No. Okay, it's Menezes. Okay, how long? Did Monk last longer than the previous managers? No. No. He didn't even make it to a year. He did win 2 cups, to be fair, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. But they finished 7th. They're back in the Europa League. Let's see how they did in the other competitions. I'm looking at the wrong fucking bit. Okay. Knocked out in the quarterfinal by Bournemouth. The Europa League was won by Bournemouth. The FA Cup was won by Liverpool. Chelsea won the Shitty Cup. And they won the Community Shield. Okay, let's have a look at transfers. Let's see what magic the Monkster did before he got fired. They've spent 189 million this year. They're spending stupid amounts of money. They've only brought in 32 million. They got rid of Holberg for a massive loss, 12 million. Munir went for 15. Rico Henry for 5. And Tagliafico went for 7.75. They bought Babaraman, ex-Chelsea left-back, for a lot of money. £33 million. Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. No, he's decent still, but he's 28. Memphis Depay, back in the Premier League where he was so good at the footballs. And he was kind of average, 2 goals, 7 assists in 32 appearances. But, you know, still a very good player, obviously, in the game. Johnny from Tottenham for 20 million. Decent all-rounder, good fullback on both sides, if need be. Imbert from Toulouse. Yeah. Okay, Rodrigo Guido Grando. That's an amazing name, and I don't care how bad he is. He should be in the side. He's Brazilian, and he's another striker, because why not? Charlie Green on a free transfer. How bad is it? Not quite as bad as some of the others, but never going to make it. Jesus is back. We've got another one back. We've got a shit youth player, and we've bought Gabriel Jesus. Great pickup. He's very good. 7.22. Not scoring quite as many goals as you'd hope. And Victor shit myself for £17 million. No idea. Very good young Ukrainian winger. Nice. Decent team. It's a decent team. How are you finishing 7th? You're spending £150 million a year for 5 years. And you finish in 7th, and you've not done better than 7th. It's quite spectacular. Right, let's go on to the end of season 7. They need to get Champions League. Like, next year, if we give them 10 years to win the league, they need to do it now. Champions League, get to Champions League, or you're screwed. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. I'm saying they're doing it. They're going to do it, and they're going to have the same manager. I know, I'm crazy. Here we go. Man City, Champions League, 10th. No manager. They've just given up on managers. I think they've just decided that it's not working out. Just let Craig Shakespeare have the job, right? He was sacked after a year and 190 days. That's the longest reign. Mazzari, because he got promoted, didn't he? So he survived. Pep Guardiola actually survived a little bit longer as well. Nobody's lasted 2 years, though. That's the new top end. Can you last 2 years at Man City? So they finished 10th in the Premier League. Chelsea won it. Oh, it's by 10 points. Man United have dropped down quite a bit. How far off are we talking? They're not even closing the gap. That's the scary thing. Quarterfinals. 4th round by Bournemouth. Chelsea won it. And Watford, knocked out by Watford. West Brom won it. Okay, they're just not doing it, boys. They're just not doing it. Okay. £148 million. They spent £91 million on Joe Afri. Fucking hell. That's basically porn. I'm not sure if you should see this. Can I put this on YouTube? He's quite good. Came through the Chelsea youth ranks, obviously regen, and played 8 games for Chelsea, scored 1 goal. and then they picked him up for 71 million, going up to 91, as you do. They got Mohamed Elouinisi, close enough. The Norwegian player, loads of experience, picked him up for 18 million, that's fine. And Pablo Fornals for £58 million. Not sure he's worth that. He's good. His physicals are pretty turd. 1 goal, 1 assist. I'd expect more for £58 million. They got rid of a bunch of players, but most of them just seem to be released and are free cheapies. They're not making money in the transfer window, that's for sure, my friend. If we look at the players, they got a decent-sized first-team squad, which I'll give them that. The under-23s is just chock full of average. You've got Kevin Campbell in there and all sorts of stuff. How's their sort of heavily loaded is their team? They've got Lafont as their goalkeeper now, so Bauman actually played a decent chunk as well. Their top goal scorer was the new kid, Joe Afri. Dembele's still there. Gudietti's still there. Jesus is still there as their 4th striker. It's not a bad 4 strikers. You shouldn't be coming 10th in the fucking league, that's for sure. Right, okay, on to next season. They really need to get Champions League. They really, really need to get Champions League. Right, here we go. End of season 8. Man City, top 4. Top 4, Man City. Got to do it. Ooh, Eddie Howe, Bournemouth manager. Eddie Howe is their manager. I wonder if he... 5, that's it. That's an actual improvement. It's an actual improvement. It's the highest they've done. Was it with Eddie Howe, or have they sacked anybody in between? Eddie Howe's Barmy Army. Eddie Howe's Barmy Army. Go on, Eddie. Good stuff. He's actually done all right. I can't believe I'm so happy. Harry Winks is their captain. Okay, we'll check him out. Okay. What other stuff did they do? Runner-up. But they won the League Cup. Runner-up in the FA Cup. Obviously, no European football, so it makes it a little bit easier. But they're only 3 points off. They're only 14 points off. Only, I say. But only 14 points off the league. It's by far the best they've done. And runner-up and winning the League Cup. Well done, Eddie Howe. He brought in Fred because, you know, you can't have enough fucking... Oh, he's not the striker. That's the old Fred, isn't it? Central midfielder from China, as Donald Trump would say. Picked him up nice. Harry Winks. This is the one I'm interested in. I didn't really know him as... How is he the captain? I was going to say I didn't really know him as captain potential. It's like a good, very good player, but... Captain? Okay. Maybe I'd have to promise it to sign him up. Okay. Adrian Biossi. They spent 86. So Eddie Howe has not only done better, but he's spent less in the transfer market and he's sold players for decent money, earning 29 million as well, getting rid of some of the dead shit. They got rid of Rodrigo Guido Grando. I'd sign him in a heartbeat. He'd be my first team, no matter how shit he was. They got Adrian Biasoli. Nice. Argentinian. Yeah, the old South American Wonder Kids. Nice. Camille Gabar from another goalkeeper. Because, you know, you've got Lafont, so why wouldn't you buy another goalkeeper for 6.5 million and never give him a game? Can't see any bad logic in that. Callum Bailey-Jones. Oh, okay. I can understand that bit, but he's only 21. Who did he get released by? Chelsea released him. That seems silly. Wesley Verbong from Feyenoord for 24 million. Another goalkeeper. I'm so confused why there's so many goalkeepers. Like, why do you need this guy? You've got Lafont. You've literally got one of the best FM Wonder kids. You've got Paddy. You think he's Irish, but then it goes weird. Paddy Moncheju. He's English. Of course he is. No, Eddie. No. And Miles Popoff. £24 million. Left winger. Cheeky. I'm curious to see their players. So they've got the new kid, Verbong and Lafont. Like, they've got two of the best goalkeepers in the world, I'm assuming at this point. If we look at the under-23s, they've got this dude who's really good that they bought from Liverpool. They must have released a couple of the others. Okay, that's not too bad then. Is that actually... No, it's still huge under-23s, but that's fine. That's fine. This is it, boys. So, Season 9 next. If they are to have any hope of getting in the end of Season 9, they need to be in the Champions League for one last push with Champions League football to go and win the league. Let's go and have a look. I think Eddie Howe would keep his job, I reckon, if they can get Champions League. Is Eddie Howe manager of Man City? Champions League! He's got to have kept his job, surely. You can't keep sacking... No, of course he didn't. Allegri is their new manager. So they're still expecting... Simon Davies. Okay, they're still expecting... Eddie Howe, he didn't break the 2-year record, but that is officially the longest anyone has stayed in a job. Well done, Eddie Howe. Well done. Even Craig Shakespeare didn't even get the caretaker job. Okay, right. Unlucky. Oh, Eddie, you've got top 4. They got top 4. Could have kept him, surely. That could have hurt him as well. Knocked out in the first knockout round of the Europa League. 5th round, quarterfinal. Didn't do great this time. Maybe that's what killed him off. Let's have a quick look at transfers. They've sold 47 million. Sousa was the big one that they sold. And they spent 160 million. So a lot of these now are going to be regens, but we'll have a quick look, see if there's... Oh, that's nice. South American. Yeah, we've all been there. Okay, nice. Jung Sung Jin from Sporting. Oh, very nice. South Korean winger, that is. Wanderson. I like it. Brazilian wonder kid. Joel de Alessandro from Gremio. Great central midfielder. Giuseppe Pizzella from Roma. Left back. And Filippo Pavone on a free transfer. 26 years old. Another goalkeeper. They probably sold the other one, then I take it. Nothing. It's a couple of really good regens there, but no, nothing exceptional. But if we look in the league, how many points off were they? We've got one more season. The next season is the last time we're going to check with them. I'm not going to share the save, so you can't see it. I'm just going to delete it, and then we will forever leave us unknowing. But they're 19 points behind Man United, who have recovered. So I cannot see them doing it. Maybe if they, kept a manager for more than a season, they might actually be decent. Belotti's still pretty good, isn't he? Oh, they just signed him as well. Right, okay. Last season, boys. Let's do it. Let's go and have a look. And then we'll have a look at the last Man City players still. See if there's anybody left alive. I'm assuming Raheem Sterling still hanging on and a couple of others. Let's go do it. I'm going to say not a chance they're going to win the league. Not a chance. Right, here we go. Man City. Didn't even get Champions League, boys. But he's kept his job. I think that's more important at this point. He's not beating the record because he only just took over. But he's been there a year. He's not going to keep his job because, a top 5 is not good enough. The Premier League, is it Man City? Chelsea have won it again. They are 20 points off. They're a point worse off the lead than they were last season. So I think it's safe to say, well, they sort of, top 4 they were looking at. How did they do the rest of the time? Anything else? What do they do? Quarterfinals, semi-final. Bit unlucky. Did all right. And have a quick look at the transfers before we finish up. We'll have a look at the Man City players as well. Passos, they spent 101 million, sold 40. So they're spending less money in the last 3 years. They don't need the players, really. 24-year-old French regen left winger. We've got Paul Lozano from Sporting, central midfielder. Galarreta, Peruvian. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Harry Winks, they sold to Chelsea for 44 million. Not bad. Not sure if he's as good as... Yeah, he's decent. But he's 31. He's spending 44 million on a 31-year-old. Not sure about that. Right, okay. Before we finish up, we'll look at any Man City players left alive. Right, we're hanging on, boys. Look, there's a lot of old players here. Jesus is obviously at Man City, and he's come back and done... He's a 1 in 3 man. Good ratings. A bunch of assists. They could be playing him on the right a little bit more as well. Leroy Sané is still at Leverkusen. 31 now. We've got Raheem Sterling, 32 years old, but he's still a twat. Not bitter. and still at Man United. John Stones is still at Chelsea. Good to see him. 133 England caps. What's Raheem Sterling on? 117. Nice. Ederson is still at Liverpool. Fucking great signing that would be. Kevin De Bruyne is at PSG. He's been there for years. I bet he's on a lot of money, isn't he? 300k. Oh, bargain. Phil Foden, the youngster. Yeah, never really made it. I've seen him a lot better in this game. He should be in his prime now. He never really made it. I think he never really got the game time at Chelsea, because Chelsea don't play kids. So, and even at Hull, he got a loan move eventually, but didn't get that much game time. And then he went for free to Aston Villa. And even then, the first couple of seasons wasn't. I bet a bunch of these were subs as well. So he was never really first choice until the last 3. He's a good player. But he's a championship player, sadly. And then Benjamin Mendy, who's 32 years old now, transfer listed. Still played a bunch of games. But there we go, my friends. We are done. Now, I could go on and do more seasons, but once all the sort of players we've heard of, one of the most exciting things is the transfers. And if it's people that we've never heard of, just regens, it's not as interesting. And to be honest, I think we've turned Man City into an Arsenal. Sorry, Arsenal fans. Still too soon, Arsenal fans. They just seem to be flitting around the sort of between 10th and 4th every season, despite spending an utter shitload of cash. I'm calling it now. They should have stuck with the manager. Eddie Howe did a good job. You shouldn't have got rid of him. He finished 4th. He won stuff. If we look at managers, Eddie Howe won a cup. Gary Monk won 2, but one of those was the Charity Shield, so that doesn't count. And he was the first one to get Champions League. Should have stuck with him. Man City, stupid bastards. Right, there we go, my friends. I think we have officially broken Man City. You are very welcome. Anybody else that doesn't support Man City, if you are a man, somebody in the first episode of this of this experiment, put a comment in like, right, fucking unsubbed, because he's a Man City fan. Oh, this content has really triggered me. And I did reply to him like, this is not real life, right? You can be a Man City fan and just have a laugh at this save. You don't have to be personally distraught that your Man City team aren't winning the league. It's okay, right? But there we go, my friends. We are done for another experiment. I hope you enjoyed that. I found that fascinating. This manager thing has just been my favourite thing in a long time. Look at that. Amazing. Even if we hide the caretaker managers, they have gone through so many managers trying to find. Let's have a look where Pep Guardiola is, shall we? Is he managing anywhere? Nah, he's fucked off. He retired at age 54. I wouldn't be surprised. He seems to be like one of those managers that might do that. I just want to see what Eddie Howe for personal reasons. Benfica manager. Why not? Right, there we go, my friends. Hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any ideas for other fun experiments, do leave them in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.